When you get an ugly letter from either your ex or your ex's lawyer, the first thing to do is to not react. Easier said than done. A lot of times as an attorney, if I'm your attorney, I will get this letter and I call it an ugly letter. In it, there may be some things that are triggering you, that are upsetting you. And that's very natural, it's very normal. There may be some things in there that subjectively have triggered you. From an objective standpoint, even though I'm your advocate, if I'm looking at this letter, there may be something in there that, in my opinion, is somewhat innocuous, but your ex knows how to push your buttons, and your ex has put something or asked their lawyer to put something in this letter intentionally to upset you. Or it may be some sort of communication that you and your ex are having, and your ex is saying some things that is triggering something in you. The first thing to do is to not react. And what I tell folks is I say, if you do not have to respond immediately to the letter or the email or the text message, you don't have to. In other words, unless you are dealing with an emergency situation, you don't have to respond immediately. What I suggest is that you take your time in responding to that particular piece of communication. That could be taking a walk around the block. That could be doing some additional exercise. If you're really upset or angry about it, some techniques that I have found for my clients is to, number one, is to actually go and draft your own response, but email it to yourself and then later delete it. Now you have to be careful with that because you don't want to accidentally send the email or the letter response directly to the person who just sent it. Sometimes writing down your response helps you process it internally. Another technique I've used, and I know it sounds silly, but I've suggested the clients use it, if you have a pet in the house, talk to your pet, vent to your pet. The reason I say that is because nobody is ever going to take your pet and put that pet on the witness stand and ask the pet what you just said about your ex in response to this letter. The best thing you can do is respond to that ugly letter in a factual, objective, and logical fashion. By doing that, what you are doing is you are showing to the judge, because at some point these documents may be read in court, but what you're doing is you're showing to the judge that you are not getting emotionally involved, you're not getting upset or angry, and what you are doing is you are putting the children, if it involves children, you're putting them first, and you are just trying to work towards bettering yourself and moving the case along so that you can have a good resolution.